Hello, vinyl community. Um, yeah, we got our taxes done last night, and it was good news. So even though I said a couple times that I was going on a little hiatus, I figured I'd splurge a little bit and go on a vinyl dig. I don't even know why I bother saying I'm going to go on a hiatus anymore, but this was actually very, very reasonable. We're talking $4. $4. And I got this. That's pretty good for $4. I don't know what the math on that is, but I'm too tired to try and figure it out. But there's, if you include this box set, there's 25 records. So you figure it out. Anyway, I'm going to go through these quickly because, there's nothing spectacular here. But when you're paying $4 for... Actually, there was supposed to be 25 cents each, which probably would have ended up being roughly $6. But this was at Salvation Army, and he took a look at my stack, and he said, $4. I was like, sure. Anyway, alright, so now a lot of this, not all of it, but a lot of this is building on my classical music collection and my soundtrack collection. Most of it, the classical music. There's a couple odds and ends in here, I think, but for the most part, that's a little bit of international music, but yeah. So, that being said, let's just breeze through these because, in fact, a lot of these I'm not even going to really talk much about them. But anyway, we'll just breeze through these. Some opera arias. Arias? I think it's arias. I love me some opera music. This one is interesting. Johnny Mathis, Up, Up, and Away. And it's interesting because, it's in this plastic sleeve, but even though the outer sleeve is open, obviously because I took the record out, this is sealed. Oh my gosh! And it looks like it looks like it was one from when he was quite young, at least. Yeah, he looks very young there. So, oh my goodness, what? Yeah, very pleased about this. I'm not quite sure. Is this original? Is this plastic liner original or? Anyway, I'm so glad to pick up a little Johnny Mathis. I think I have one or two of his. We have some Wagner. This is just kind of a mix. Has some Prokofiev, Saint-Saëns. I probably have other copies of records that have those on them, but I figured, for 25 cents, well, what I thought was going to be 25 cents, and ended up being even cheaper than that. I guess probably about 20 cents. Is probably what I paid for these, 20 cents each. Now this one, I was gonna look up to see who I was discussing this with. It was either Sean Benfield or Alan Doss. I want to say it was Sean Benfield. I could be wrong, but the other day it was Herb Alpert's birthday, and I was talking about how I pretty much just have his older stuff, and that his later stuff kind of I'm skeptical of his later stuff. Just based on what I've heard others say. So I probably shouldn't be judging that way. But I believe it is Sean Benfield. maybe Ellen Doss, but I believe it was Sean Benfield that recommended this particular album. And I had mentioned that I saw it somewhere, and sure enough, and for 20 cents. There you go. These are in pretty good condition too. It was a deep dig. I got down and dirty on the floor, and my hands were just coated in dust and dirt and old record sleeve debris. And if you've ever done a deep dig at like Salvation Army or even Goodwill, you probably know what I'm talking about. This one's interesting because it's still sealed, so that's nice. A little Tchaikovsky. Yeah. This one's interesting. The best of the British on Broadway. Some more Tchaikovsky. He's really enjoying the music, I guess. As soon as I get done with this video, I think I'm gonna put on some classical music and just veg out. It was crazy at work today, so that's one reason I went to the Salvation Army today, because I knew that I could get a bunch of records for real cheap, and I'd probably find a lot of classical and some other odds and ends. But some Liszt. This is the original London cast recording of Evita. And, yeah. So no Madonna. That's fine. I mean, I like Madonna. Don't get me wrong. I do like Madonna. Especially her older stuff. Bernstein. Leonard Bernstein. Basically playing his greatest hits, so favorites from West Side Story, Candide, On the Town, Fancy Free Ballet, and more. Yeah. Somehow I ended up with a whole bunch of John Denver in my collection, and yet somehow I didn't have this one, so I figured, you know what? I might as well pick up another one. Sure, it looks like hell, but the vinyl is actually pretty good. And what is this? What is this? And it's complete with a poster. Nice. I kind of like that picture, actually. So this is John Denver Airy. I kind of like that. I saw there was something in there, and I suspected it might be a poster. Yeah. It's always nice when you find some of the original contents along with the record. Some people have even found strange things in the records, but yeah. Hey, Madeline. Crazy. Sometimes I just go a little insane over the cat. Yeah, this is in pretty darn good shape. The vinyl, anyway. Even if this looks like hell. I like John Denver. Give me a break. I like his voice. Come on now. Some interesting. This okay. This one's a little different. A different copy of Peter and the Wolf, Prokofiev and Tchaikovsky. All right, now adding to my soundtrack collection, Brigadoon. Oh yeah, Pavarotti, world famous music treasures. Pavarotti. Tell me some Pavarotti. You've seen them on TV. I want to say someone recently mentioned Martin Denny. I want to say it was Sean Benfield because he puts on some of the old stuff, which I like. So yeah, another taste of honey, Martin Denny. Man, 10 minutes already. Sheesh. All right, I'm gonna pick up the pace a little bit here. Themes like old times. One of the areas I like is old time radio and television. So yeah, 90 of the most famous original radio themes. This is volume 2. Arthur Fiedler and the Boston Pops. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah. Okay, this one says exclusive Radio Shack extra length recording. Okay, and I love the retro picture on there, showing some of the stuff they had at Radio Shack. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Yeah. The grooves on this are really close together. It makes me wonder how it's gonna play. It's pretty insane, actually. Adding to my international music, Spain, Manhattan Pops Orchestra. This next one, I have a few of her records, so I don't have this one, and again I like her voice. Janice Ian, Miracle Row. She's pretty common at Goodwills, so if you give her a try, you shouldn't have a hard time finding her music. I don't think I have any Judy Collins, but for 25 cents, I was willing to pick this one up, give it a shot. It almost looks like a live album. Interesting. And this is from an opera. It's probably selections from Verdi's La Forza del Destino. Highlights, yes, highlights. And yeah, I have stuff all over my pants from these records. This one I was pretty excited about because one of the things I'm collecting are box sets of complete operas, and to get one for 20 cents. Yeah. We have Verdi's Rigoletto. Don't be scared. I mean, I'm a little scared, but yeah, it's in really good shape, especially for the price. So this was the highlight for me for these pickups. Yeah, I mean that was it. But what do you expect for $4? You know, I mean, I was able to flesh out a couple areas of my collection a little bit and do it very, very inexpensively. So yeah, I considered making a couple. Well, I did make one other stop, but it was half-hearted, and I looked, and the stacks looked familiar as far as what they looked like the last time I was there. So I was like, forget it. I was this close to picking up another tape deck, but wanted to keep here by my computer. But I was like, I mean, when you're at your computer, you know, you can just pop on music from the computer. So, if I'm listening to tapes or vinyl or whatever, I I just want to be listening to that basically. And not fiddling around on my computer. Anyway, by the way, I don't know if anyone's interested, but I'm hard at work. I'm working on several songs. I do one form of. I mean, I do electronic music, but one form of electronic music I'm experimenting with right now is drone, or ambient drone, or just plain ambient. And yeah, I have some good songs in the works. I have one song available online already. So if you go to afterthestatic.com, it'll take you there, and you'll get like a taste of what I'm working on. But that's After the Static. That's the name of my alter ego. I have a couple other alter egos, but they're kind of on hold because I'm not really feeling those projects right now. So yeah, if you're into drone or ambient or anything like that, try going to AfterTheStatic and .com, and who knows, maybe you'll like it. Or I'd love to hear your thoughts anyway. All right, well, that's enough of a plug. Yeah. All right, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.